Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, so as you guys know, I think you should know. If you don't, I'll let you know now. I do work a little bit with helping to promote Christian Filipina, right? But what's come to my mind is especially watching this person's video, which I'm going to do a reaction video on. Not particularly. I haven't watched this video, but I've watched her other videos. It looks like there is something about Filipina women. Why should we date them? So we're going to look into the title of our video is the pros and cons of dating a Filipina. Now this video, as you can see, is 21 minutes long. I don't think I'm going to do the whole video, but after this video I will leave a link if you want to go and watch the full video. But there is a link also if you are a Christian and you want to uh, date a Filipina. The link is at the bottom. Christian Filipina, um, they attract people from the UK and America and other countries too. If you are a serious Christian, you want to date with purpose, click on that link. But let's go into it. Let's play this video and let's go into the pros and cons. Like I said, though, I did get permission to do this reaction video on her video. So let's do it. Always make sure. Well, I try to make sure I do things properly. Unless I see other people doing reaction videos, then I'll do it. I may not ask, but I think when I did ask for this one. This person said yes, I could, as long as I was polite, and not bashing. I don't believe in bashing people's videos or giving bad credit or anything like that. No, this is just for education purposes. Let's just learn together and grow. So let's go. Let's play it.
Hi folks, the Filipina P here. And you've probably seen plenty of videos about the pros and cons of living in the Philippines, and I'm sure at some point I'll touch on that subject again. But what about the pros and cons of Filipinas themselves? We're definitely not perfect. We're definitely not angels, but we are different from what you're used to in many ways. Some good, some bad. And while living in the Philippines may or may not be your cup of tea, if you're interested in exploring a relationship with a Filipina, you probably want to know as much as you can about what makes us tick. Now, I've heard some people say, don't listen to a woman when it comes to other women, but I respectfully disagree. There's a reason why they get a forger to understand check fraud or a safe cracker so they can make better safes. So, who better to understand Filipinas than a Filipina? Well, here I
I
am
agree.
at your service. So, let's crack open that safe and see what's inside. First, the cons. Filipinos aren't all smiles and laughter. There are things about us that are gonna be a real drag. Things you might not be considering. I'm not gonna put these in any particular order, but I'll touch all the bases. A family affair. I'm not exaggerating when I say that the biggest stumbling block to a successful relationship between a Filipina and a foreigner is most often gonna be her family. You've all heard it. You marry a Filipina, you marry her family.
I think most people expect that, right? But I guess in today's today's time, if you're looking at the UK and America, people don't really agree to the fact that you're marrying the family. You know what I mean? Um, to some, that may be a bad thing or a good thing, but marrying the family, I can understand that because it's you come together as a family. You're not just marrying the person. I mean, again, it depends how you're looking at it. I understand the idea of marrying the family. I get when people say that you're not exactly marrying the rest of the family, but you're taking them in as family as well. But let's keep going. I like this so far.
Especially if you partnered with an impoverished Filipina. You probably assume that the problems are gonna be about money, and most of the time, you're right. For a Filipina, being with a foreigner is like ringing the dinner bell to all her friends and relatives and shouting, chow time, whether that's her intention or not. But it goes deeper than that. What her family thinks of you can depend on lots of things besides how generous you're gonna be. like how you treat their daughter. Are you married? Or just living together? Your plans regarding children. And it can also be about your past. If
So the very, this is what I said on a lot of my videos, right? Date with intention, ask the right questions. Um, and a lot of people may not like that, but this is something that I think is good if you are dating someone from the Filipino, because their family will ask you those questions. Are you really single? Um, how do you plan on dating my son or daughter? Those type of questions, really, questions that are not just surface questions, but really deep questions, because you want to know what you're trying to do. You're really trying to know what this person's trying to do in terms of dating this person in my family. So, or my sibling, for example. I think that's very good. But let's keep going.
you have several divorces behind you, some parents are gonna look at you as less than a perfect match because they assume you're not the kind of man who sticks with things. And the harmony and status of the family won't be improved by having you in it. But whatever the issue, it's better to at least pretend to get along with her family. Because if you don't, mom has all kinds of ways to torpedo your relationship if she's that kind of woman. And even if she's not successful, having your Filipina in the middle of a tug of war between you and her family isn't going to be a war you can always win. Now, I'm not advocating that you yield to any pressure they might put on you for resources
Mhm.
or to change your marital status to please them. I'm just saying that you shouldn't go out of your way to offend them if you can avoid it. Because if you take your Filipina back to the West, having an antagonistic mother in law can be an even bigger problem. Because mom can start planting ideas in her head about how she can do better than you now that she's reached the promised land. This
How does HelloFresh keep food cold and fresh? I wanted the same thing.
Oh, these ads. Okay, let's skip that.
isn't the case in every situation, but it's the risk you don't want to take. Believe me, a Filipina's family has all kinds of influence behind the scenes. She and her mom probably talk every other day, and their conversations you're not a part of. So make sure you don't end up on the losing side of things by needlessly making enemies. Having to deal with a Filipina's family is gonna be a big fat con for many of you. Out of sight, out of mind. You might have been talking to a Filipina online for years, professed your love for each other, made permanent plans together, and be counting down the days till you're in each other's arms. Unfortunately, in many cases, that doesn't mean crap. One thing about some Filipinos is that we won't take you seriously until you're physically with us. We've all heard the I love
That's really good. See, from what I'm hearing is they're very, very serious about dating. And it's not just enough to come with, guys do this a lot, guys talk a lot. Um, I'll do this, I can't wait because when I come over, we're going to do this and that. You know, I want to marry you. When you get there, they want to see what you said you put into actions. They want to see a plan. They really want to see um, what you say you put into action and works. And I think this is good. And from what she's saying, if you date a Filipina, you're looking at a very traditional marriage, I would say, but the family and everyone is involved in the sense of they are there to watch out for you guys, but also they are really there first to watch out for their daughter or their son first, because obviously someone else is coming in the family to potentially try and marry him or her. So I think, guys, I'm gonna leave that there. I don't wanna, I do like, I don't want to take too much minutes into this person's video because it is quite juicy. And I think I'll leave it at this part. We were 4 minutes in. Now, I will leave the link, like I said, at the bottom. Go and have a look. Go and have a look, and click on it and see what you think. If you are interested in dating a Filipino. guys, yeah, click on the link and go on Christian Filipina, and yeah, do that. Go and do it. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. The next video I want to do. No, I won't say that. Yeah, actually, but I want to do a next video. Um, why did I say that? But I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care.